and I see myself in a place called the southern eastern part of this country. And I see myself right there called the Biafran Bight. As I enter there, I am seeing what's called Simon Ekpa surveys in Biafra land. And I begin to ask myself, I thought this man is right there in Finland. Now what's going on? What's going on here? What's happening there? I am seeing the man surveys and has become a completely different person from who you used to know. Has become so wide, has become so strong and so powerful. I begin to ask myself, am I trying to see clear, or what is this? Because a major prophet of God cannot begin to give prophecy that are not in the realm of the spirit. And all of a sudden, and this young man appeared right there in the Biafra land, and there was what's called, this was called trumpet being blown, and this was called a marching, and this was called parade, and this was called the people formation from different angles and different areas. And I begin to search, how did he enter here? What means did he enter here? What's going on here? Because a major prophet of God cannot see things that are not pure. And all of a sudden the Lord said, do you remember what I told you right there in the sea that appeared yesterday in form of a dragon? I said, yes, I remember. And the Lord said, that's what's called the word power number one. My God, these people are there now, the word power now, or time is coming for word power shift? What's going on? The Lord said, this is what he has revealed to me, because the time is ticking for what's called by fire, by force. It is going to be the thing that God has shown me 4 years ago. Then I begin to ask myself, is there going to be war? And the Lord said, not war, but something very dangerous and unthinkable that no man will agree to embark into war, but rather to come to agreement, rather to come to pinpoint, rather to come to resolving the issues. And what
I'm surprised that people in Nigeria that claim that they are so educated, this and that, today they are jubilating, saying that Simon Ekpa is arrested. But let me educate them. Nobody, no government arrested Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was only being invited. Simon Ekpa was only being invited, and they presently undergoing what they call interrogation over what the allegation level against him. What are the allegations? According to the Nigerian government, they said Simon Ekpa caused this, caused that, do this, do that. Question I want to ask here: is Simon Ekpa the reason of the IDP camp in the north for over 25 years now? Is the Simon Ekpa the cause of Boko Haram, or the killing that is going on in Benue, sacking of villages by Boko Haram and Fulani bandits? So when we check what is happening here, I would like to use this medium to advise Nigerian government for them to put their eye down and be able to figure out who is a terrorist. Not somebody that rose up to defend his people by telling the Nigerian government that you cannot keep killing my people, that you have been killing my people for decades, that under this generation of mine, that can happen. So you cannot call such a person a terrorist. The activities of Simon Ekpa is known by the international law, and it's allowed, both local law and the international law. So anybody that says that is dancing and jubilating today and that Simon Ekpa is being arrested and being that, the person, I don't think he has something on his head, because it's a normal thing. Me and you know that for decades now, Nigerian government have been pointing accusing figure on Finland of aborting Simon Ekpa. Do you understand that? Then, as it is, the level of Biafran agitation today, the level it is, Finland government today knows what is coming, and that is why Finland government rose up to do what they do by trying to by calling on Simon Ekpa, interrogating him, and at the end, it may be taken to their competent court of law, where their judges will sit down and they examine both local and international law to check where Simon Ekpa has gone wrong. So if Simon Ekpa has not gone out of track based on what the international law and and local law implies. And of course, I'm telling you today now that less than 72 hours, Simon Ekpa will be discharged and acquitted and will return back to his office to continue this fight. Simon Ekpa committed no offense. Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist. Simon Ekpa from the eastern zone and perhaps a Biafran. In Biafran land, we don't train terrorists or welcoming them. So what you are seeing here now, what you are seeing here, the Biafrans are telling the Nigerian government that you cannot bring your terrorism here in this land. That you have been doing it for decades. That today now we are putting a full stop to it, and that is the angers of Nigerian government.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mbarawa. I must say a very big thank you to your time. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Evangelist Ben, let us look at a trending tweet where Simon Ekpa predicted his arrest some few days ago before this actual arrest. It looked as if he knew that they were coming after him, and he was like saying that he's fighting for the people, and that very soon that all bloggers will be talking about him. The house issue regarding his arrest.
God bless you, my beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, irrespective of where you are watching from. This is Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, S.S. Nachi, the only Biafran evangelist that speak nothing but the truth, and ready to end by the truth. Now hear me. He said, October 31st, Simon Ekpa tweeted and said, in the next 2 weeks, the Nigerian bloggers will be parading his name on social media here and there. And he repeated it 4 days ago, before now, that he was invited by the Finland government. And now Nigeria have put it as a case of arrest, because I went through the night to do a research. And they said, according to Nigerian bloggers, that he was arrested in the case of what? Terrorism and fraud. And I am happy that even up to now, Mr. President, that is the president of Nigeria, and his aide have not actually cleared of the reason why he was arrested. Ekpa was arrested. For your information, and let me tell you this. Currently now, the man you are shouting that he was arrested for terrorism and whatsoever is still holding a political position in Finland. He is still holding a position, a serious position in Finland. And for your information, this is a man that has been in Finland for over 20 years. And he has been a uniform man in Finland for 20 years. And he has been a commander for several years in Finland. A commander, do you know what that means? For somebody to come in a land, in a country, to control a military, a force in the position of commander. You understand me? To come to the level of commander, to command battalions. in the military in a country like Finland. Do you know what that means? Are you trying to tell me that all the system or the rule of law in Finland, that he did not know it? He knows it. He understands it. That's why he say all this, because Nigeria will be talking about him. But I want to tell everyone that it's just a question of time. He was invited, and definitely based on the allegation or petition being leveled against him, so he has to go and defend himself, which is normal.
Okay, now seeing that the Nigerian government is saying that the president of Nigeria have not been briefed, and the military is saying that they will push for his extradition. How do you marry all this?
Yes, they say they will push for his extradition, meaning that they don't yet have the clear information of why he was invited or arrested, as Nigeria put it. And for your information, it will be difficult for Nigeria to bring him down to Nigeria. Why did I say this? Nigeria is a country that downgrade the rule of law.
Now, apart from that, Nigeria do not have extradition treaty with Finland currently.
Good and fine. Oh, glory be to God, you know this, because it's part of my point. And whereby they don't have that relationship, how possible do you think that they will free this man? It's not going to be possible.
Even at that, as a country, they can plead with Finland to see whether they can give in to them.
Yes, you can do that if you are in good time with that country. If you have a relationship. On this platform, one time I made a statement. I said there are things money will do, and there are things human being can do, and there are things relationship can give to you that money will not give you. When you talk of money now, there is no amount of money they can use to bribe the Prime Minister of Finland. Are you getting it? No. They are not as foolish as Africa. Are you getting it? African leaders selfish. Now listen, there is nothing. The only thing that can bring Simon Ekpa down to Nigeria is relationship. And that relationship is what Nigeria has failed to have with the Finland government. Is it now they want to have that friendship because of Simon Ekpa? It's not going to be possible, because Simon Ekpa has been a friend to the Prime Minister, to the country, giving them the services that they require from him 100%. Are you getting it? So there is no way that friendship will not start now. It's not possible because of him. It's not going to play. If that will play, it will take years, not now, because you need to go back to the drawing board and start from where you have missed it. And which Simon Ekpa has been a friend to this country called Finland. You can call it Finnish land as per se, but he has been a friend to them, serving them. Serve them faithfully, not just serve them faithfully. You know what it means to serve to the level of commander in the military? Currently now, serving them again as a politician, civilian politician, holding a political position in the same land. Are you getting it? So you see where I'm saying it is difficult, and it will be difficult. It's not going to be easy for Nigeria to bring Simon Ekpa to Nigeria.
Thank you very much for your time. This is Mr. Martin. Thank you very much.